Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season 38. Now, you've already seen a little bit, but we are back for another match of the first week. Top 5 Rocket versus Goblin Clan. I am Surny, joined by Arch on the camera, and Godfather, the American man, on the microphone. How's it going, bud?
I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, coming to you from across the pond here. Bit of a rainy day, but ready for some TF2 action. I'm excited. I saw a little bit of preseason Prem 6s, and week one is here, and yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
This is looking to be an interesting matchup because obviously we have the French team, top five. I'm surprised they're actually finally using that name again. Just running down the roster real quick, we have Moulin on Medic, Elacore on the Demo Man, Korvac and Dwo on the Soldiers, and Neo and QB on the Scouts. A team, they're French. They've been together for ages. It's the obligatory French team in Prem every season, and this one's actually looking really, really strong. But their opponents, albeit a mixed team, are also pretty strong. DQZ on the mid, Alien Smiley on the demo, Tobbs and Sylves on the soldiers, and then Mist and Lancer rounding out the roster on the scouts. All of these players have quite a bit of Prem experience. So even though, they're lacking that initial synergy you'd think of when you see a French team, they have individual experience and they probably play together a bit, you'd think, if they're willing to go into a whole season together. I feel like this could be a very interesting matchup given their track records here, at the very least. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm definitely excited. We have Sunshine and then Process, so two fairly similar playing at maps, and we'll definitely be fun to watch these teams play on them. What do you think of these map choices, or these maps, and how it'll affect the team? Anybody gonna play especially well on either of these maps?
So I have to think immediately. The core teams, or like the French teams in general, they tend to obviously have a great coordination. So looking out for Korvac and Dwo is something that will be very interesting, and how they coordinate their bombs and stuff like that. I feel could be very interesting. Obviously, Tobbs and Sylves probably gonna have similar cooperation as well. It's been something I've seen more and more over the few seasons of Prem that I have now been witnessing, that soldiers, like, over the past years, have become more and more coordinated as teams become more and more, well used to each other and stuff like that. But I feel like they're really going to be the playmakers here, because Neo QB and Miss Lancer, they're decent scouts, but they're not like the top level team carrying scouts that you would necessarily expect the like some other players to be. They're not on the same level as someone like Tomas, right? Or if you go way back, like someone like Falash, right? They're solid scouts, but they're nowhere near the carry level, I would argue, at least. So I think the playmakers for both teams are probably going to be the soldier duos. Obviously, Elacore is an insane demo man. I think everybody's aware of that one. And then, he's going up against Alien, fellow Frenchman, however, a little bit of a quieter, not as much of a flashy player, but he's also still a very solid demo player. So it's gonna be hard to say which head to head or which player would really be stand out. But I think really it's down to the soldiers, and Process and Sunshine both lend themselves decently well to crazy bombs and stuff like that. I mean, who knows? One of them might just go wild and run the Market Gardener, something that people seem to enjoy doing recently. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, a lot of good Market Gardner clips coming out of the GG Tour tournament that happened recently. So yeah, I'm really excited to see these soldiers, but I fear a bit for the mental health and safety of these medics. If what you say is true, then I'm expecting them to die quite a bit here, and so that's on the scouts to deny those bombs and keep your medic alive, especially on these mid fights where it can get very chaotic. But a lot of opportunity to adjust here. Teams shaking off a bit of rust as this is week number one. Do you have, it looks like we have one team maybe readying up. Do you have a prediction here for this match?
If I would be going with what probably most people would expect as well, I'm gonna say the Frenchies take this one, top five. At least I feel like they're probably just gonna be the stronger team headed into this, just because they have that synergy and they have the experience of just playing with each other much more. But I honestly can't know what to expect out of Goblin Clan until I've seen them play a few rounds, because I haven't seen them play at all. It could be that they're very, very well coordinated and they play really well together, or that they're a more cliche mixed team that just carries itself on individual player skill. But at the end of the day, I think it's probably the good guess to say, yeah, it's probably going to be like a, I don't know, a 4-2 or something, both maps for the Frenchies here, in my opinion.
Well, we'll see if that plays out. I don't dare give a prediction here, as I don't know these
Yeah,
teams, and
like
I'm not gonna.
I'm not as big brained as some of our actual analysts like Dumtum and stuff, right? I'm just trying to make my best educated guess that I possibly can with what limited information I have, with how well limitedly I follow the scene at this point. But I think it's good enough, and I think it's a very conservative guess that'll upset nobody. At the end of the day, I'm here to see a good match get played. I want to see some good gameplay, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, good gameplay is what is the only thing we can really hope for here. But looks like some people joining spec, so we might have a little bit more time before we begin. Anything else you want to mention and talk about before this game gets
Hmm.
going?
I mean, obviously, this is the first match of the season for both of these teams as well. So even if either of them ends up getting absolutely rolled here right now, I think it's not going to be much to say for the season to come. Because I think this is going to, if Goblin Clan performs to a level that I'm not necessarily expecting out of them, this could actually be a very close match. I feel like these teams are both, I mean, top five is pretty decent, but I think they're both like more so in the mid-ish level of the playing field of the Prem teams, like maybe third, fourth, fifth-ish positions. So this match could have actually got some interesting implications for the playoffs, all the way at the end of the season already. But even then, it's the first match of the season, so we can probably see a bunch of shakeups happen later down the line. I feel like these rosters can very well change. It could be role changing and stuff like that as well. We'll really have to see. It's always hard to call long term effects on the first match of the season when there's 8 more weeks to go, essentially, if you count the playoffs as well. But I do think top five is a strong playoff contender, and Goblin Clan, they can try to upset that very early here if they play very well. They could certainly throw a little bit of a wrench in their plans.
Yeah, well then, eyes are on Goblin Clan here to maybe at least take some points and maybe get a game here. That would definitely be good for them if what you say is is accurate. Not saying it's not accurate,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm basically just trying to do my best Dum Tum impression at this point. Unfortunately, I don't spend 14 hours a day looking at spreadsheets of TF2 players and their statistics, but hey,
tragic.
each to their own.
Yeah, tragically, nor do I. I spend maybe 12 hours a day, but only for North America.
Ah, well, yeah,
So
you see. Oh, that's a completely different field of expertise, though. I mean, come on.
right, yeah. But excited because as this season of ETF2L gets started, RGL in North America is coming to a close soon, and so lots of great TF2 just around the world is starting up and concluding. Just some great matches to watch. So if you're a viewer, make sure you're watching those whenever you can, and especially I think every YouTube channel will have VODs and whatnot. So make sure you go check those out too.
Yeah. And I mean, there's obviously cups always in the pipeline as well. We've got a few coming up with essentials and stuff, but that's enough to talk about that. We're actually going to go into a round here with our first round of Sunshine of the Night, top 5 Rocket versus Goblin Clan. Take it away.
Will do. Getting in onto this mid. It looks like both demos have opted for the Valley rollout. We might see a bit of Ring Around the Rosie, but too early to tell quite yet. No one committing early on here. Maybe Korvac going for a bomb, though, trying to get in onto this medic. Is he able to hit one? Oh, he gets Alien kind of low, and Alien will go down. There goes Dwo as well. Sills miss. TQC, everybody falling right now from the side of Goblin Clan. Great mid so far, as only Tobes is left alive. Tobes? Not quite sure.
Tops.
Tops, and he will fall, so a full team wipe right out of the gate from top five. Great play from them so far.
Exactly what I expected out of that as well. You see the high bomb coordination out of Korvac and Dwo there on the mid immediately. Just the double bomb into the combo, completely caught them out. Just destroy 3 people with that one bomb. Beautifully done. Now they're gonna have an Uber to take into last here as well. And they're gonna try to use this as soon as possible. Look, we're just spamming off a few people. They've capped out that second point and are poisoning themselves. Deciding, do they want to go left? Do they want to go right? who's gonna take which way. And this looks like they're gonna take it into the right here. The sentry is level 2, but they're already taking that one down very quickly. But that's the only casualty thus far. If they're not gonna pick up many frags here. That being said, they're gonna pick up many frags immediately after. It's only Lancer and Sylvs left. Try and hold the point as best they can. That's not gonna happen. That's a quick first round. 4th top 5 rocket. My lord.
Yeah, absolutely destroying all opposition there, and just as you had a chance to think, maybe Goblin Clan can hold this one off, just the frags come through, and yeah, that's an early 1-0 for top 5 right now. I'll let you take us through this second mid.
Let's see if this one is going to be any slower, or much rather any more safe for Goblin Clan, and they don't get annihilated by another double bomb as they make their way through Valley here. Obviously, Top's being a little bit more back here. Still's going for an early bomb, trying to get Core back out, who actually just craters off the back of it. So that's an early little pick there. No bombs to fear out of the side of top 5 now. Goblin kind of can take a little bit more ground, and they're gonna, well, lose Tops for their troubles here. Elikor dangerously low, but he does live, and they pick up Neo instead. Elikor finally dying as well, and the nice little picks there onto QB and Dwo as well is gonna seal that mid fight for Goblin Clan. Mullah escapes with his life though. And there's nobody that's really going to be able to chase him down. Korvac is there to protect him as well. Sylvs trying to get a cheeky rocket off, but they're going to have to be content with the mid and, well, I guess second as well.
They're
Top
just walking into last,
yeah.
though. They're trying to trap this off.
Okay.
The heavy's going to start coming out, and the Uber's going to use it immediately. They find one, taking out that sniper early on, trying to chase on the soldier as well. But no, the cap hasn't come through onto second, so this is going to be a failed push, as the entirety of Goblin Clan has to back out. Now Sylv's behind. He'll get caught out. They find Dwo, but aren't able to pick off that med. Now Tob's going down as well. Tob's actually on that mid fight. You know, almost all of top 5 died, but as we settle down here, he had a nice kill onto a soldier to stop his med from dying. But now it looks like Goblin Clan wants to just walk right back in again. Oh, there goes DQZ. Korvac annihilates him. So that will definitely slow things down. Alien will die late, and that will be a held last for top 5.
A very, very interesting, very scuffed play there, honestly. I mean, they used the Uber so early to try and get in. They probably didn't expect Mullah to, you know, first of all, be in a safe position, let alone get an Uber himself, but he had one to respond with. They take it out. Even though Sylvs manages to force it out, it's still not enough. They stay passive enough to, you know, get any of those repushers, and Goblin Clan getting a little over-eager, get punished with it immediately, and now Mullah finding himself on basically an Uber again. They're poised already in Valley here, trying to make the best that they can, make the best use of it, and Goblin Clan, they're just so far back already, they can't really do much at all. The soldiers are going to get pressured off the bell tower, and that's pretty much all the defense they had. Everybody else is in Cafe, just trying to run for their lives. They have to give up this point, and top 5 can probably even roll it into second. Because he's still no Uber.
Yeah, no Uber for TQC right now, but that spam, there was so much going towards blue, and I saw nothing hitting red. That being said, Tops is going to go down early here on this push into second. Elikor is a bit weak, and the Uber's going to finally get popped up by blue, trying to take out this demo, but so far unsuccessful. Mula getting a bit weak, but so far staying alive, and the Uber finally gets out just barely. Now trying to trap off this door, but instead, blue's going to opt for an under exit. And very successful in that, actually. They're going to lose their scouts, so only 3 left to try to hold this. But it's going to be a bit of a minute before the second gets capped, and then we'll have another last push coming in.
Yeah, and I mean, top 5 might not be the team to push this off of players alone, especially because, you know, only Lancer being down now is not something that they can really go off of, so we can probably see a little bit of a stalemate here, especially Elikor getting absolutely destroyed like that for being a little too far forward, opening up some space in lobby now for Goblin Clan to be a little bit more aggressive again. Peeking out, they actually have Lancer up on the sniper as well. Cheeky little peek there, maybe a little cheeky shot. Okay, he's gonna just decide that that was all the opportunity he had and head back while there's a scout running into last. We have QB just trying to go for a little bit of a cap there. I mean, look, it's a forcing play. You can't blame him. It forces people back. It makes sure they don't get out, you know, and keeps them contained within that point, allows his team to take lobby, and that's exactly what they're doing. And I mean, they might even try to send somebody in. Yeah, there you go. Dwo jumps in immediately. Actually forces the Uber out of DQZ. Beautiful play. Just what a jump. Lancer is still on the sniper as well. So far, back for the longest time there. Forward now gets core back. Beautiful shot, and he stays alive too. The scout pressure was not enough to shake this man's mettle whatsoever. He is determined. Keep getting these shots off. Obviously now, oh, Eloquer
Oh
getting picked up as
no.
well. Nice pipe by Alien. It's all falling apart for top 5. They're so scared of the sniper now and keep losing, bleeding players left, right, and center.
Yeah,
Just not
crazy.
something you want to see when you want to push last.
Especially when they had that full Uber and then they lose 2, now they have to wait for spawners to get forward. They're going to use it in without their demo here, maybe a risky play. They get the gun early, now the scouts are trying to get onto point. They'll get a little pressure. Tops might be looking to jump in, but it's Sylves instead. Mula will go down, so no medic on this offense. Trying to take out DQZ is up in the air. Can they find him? No. Lancer on heavy, holding down and controlling this as almost a full team wipe. Eloquer trying to get out right now. Looks like he'll be able to... Tops is trying to go for him though. Taking this 1v1, Eloquer not getting out fast enough. Oh, but
nice pipe to deny him.
Yeah, great job there.
All right.
Keeping himself alive.
Yeah, they were a little overeager there. Couldn't take the ground quite quickly enough, and it showed. They just couldn't get the frags with the Uber. And now DQC has his own to respond with. They're gonna actually use it in immediately, send an alien high. And they're just going to try to take as much ground as they can, maybe catch out some players. Unfortunately, they're not really finding any frags. Dwo finally goes down as the Uber has already faded. But he's going to be the only casualty for top 5 here, so this is definitely still very holdable. And they have a decently sized advantage here too. If they move quickly enough, they can very much make some use of it. So it could be... It's not as much as Goblin Clan might have, anticipated or hoped for with the mid-take, but at the very least they've gotten out of their lost, and they have a little bit of a hold here now. Top 5 already poised in Cafe. They already take down Tops. Nice pipe by Eloquer yet again. Oh man.
That was so close. If one more bit of spam had gone in there, that might have been a DQZ death. But full Uber here. I'll let you take this fight in, but that was very risky.
Oh. They take the Uber in, but they actually don't really fight much. It's more of a zoning Uber than anything. They're just zoning these players out, making sure nobody's in. Sylves now jumps in with the rest of his team. The Uber obviously comes out of DQZ. They find Eloquer Mula very early. Neo taken down as well. Korbak's getting chased into lobby. QB's pretty much the only player left in. And yeah, he's going to have to run for his life. He's going to get chased down by insects.
So weak. Oh.
He's gonna live though, and
Slippery.
gets away with his life. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we've seen 2 zoning Ubers, one for each side here, just taking a point, not really finding frags, but now we have a bit of an Uber ad for DQZ to work with, and Blue's going to get aggressive. Nowhere near having it quite yet, but as they try to get some spam in, maybe deny these soldiers. Sylve's getting very weak, and he'll get taken out by QB. Now DQZ is also weak. He'll have to try to stay alive, but no! Eloquer is too powerful. Mula weak on the other side of things right now, has to stay alive as best he can, as he's down to 11 health. Oh, he's where? I don't even know where he is. Oh, he's just inside right now. He'll pick up that pack as it's 3-on-3, but heal's definitely in favor right now of the red team as they try to defend this.
Absolutely, but still, Goblin Clan managed to take second off the back of it, regardless, buying themselves a little bit of time. I mean, they're down around, but they have all the time in the world, and being on the enemy team second certainly is a great position to be in. Top 5 pushing out of this last is pretty tough, so they're gonna have to create some openings here, even with the Uber. They don't really want to use it if they're gonna want to get out a second here, so ideally they would just want to push players back as best they can, and if Goblin Clan manages to do a lot of damage and just really force their hand, it could really turn in their favor here. That being said, not in a great position to do so. Tobbs goes down, trying to go for a little bit of a deeper play there, and Sylve's now trying to go in as well. No, can't really accomplish much with that bomb. Top 5's just a solid core of a team, and they're gonna take that point for free. But they bought so much time out of side of Goblin Clan. They already have almost Uber now, and they only really lost 1 point for it, so this is definitely going to be an interesting mid-fight.
Yeah, and coming back in on this, it looks like the side of Goblin Clan is just going to be getting out cleanly. Stuffed that bomb from Dwo, and Ubers are now even, so might see a bit of a stalemate as teams try to figure out what they want to do here. Looks like Alien is trapping off this cafe, but the red team is going to spam a little bit and choke. Yeah, just some stabilization right now, not too much else to say. What are you looking for in order to break this stalemate?
I mean, obviously we've seen a bunch of it, but I can definitely see some cheeky soldier bombs coming in here. Korbak getting a buff, Dwo getting a buff, and just completely trying to send themselves in here. Eloquer might just get some very cheeky spam and just kill somebody. There's Korbak, as I said. Doesn't really find somebody. Dwo follows up trying to find anything, but nobody's really in a position for them to hit at all, so...
Is that an air pipe?
I think that was an air pipe, yes. Alien's just going to clean that one up, claim that one for the logs, and Now here's gonna be the counterplay out of Goblin Clan. Looks like they're gonna opt to send in Mist. Going
Look
very
at
deep,
Mula.
actually.
Look at where
Wow.
Mula is on that high ground. Standing
What a
up
thought.
there alone. What is? I've never seen a med stand there before, and now they'll drop down onto point and hook up with their scout.
It's clever because I don't think anybody going in
No
was
one
expecting him
looked.
to be there. Yeah. No, like
Just-
they sent them through Valley, hoping, oh, maybe they're holding close there. Nope, Mula is very far away. He's in no danger at all. The stealth play worked out perfectly well there, and it's just a reset. Even though they had such a bad position to be in, you know, Goblin Clan really trying to send a scout in deep, and they got quite deep as well. At the end of the day, the priority important targets were nowhere to be found. Now it's just another question of which soldier decides to jump in first or which scout feeds first. I already see both soldiers on red,
Here comes
mounted up in
Korvac.
choke. There they are. Korvac in with the fake. Whoa, absolutely destroyed with the sticks on the lighthouse.
Can't
Oh,
get in there.
my lord. He anticipated that one. Alien looked forward to that one. He was expecting that one, and that one stings. Well,
Yeah. Oh, here
Here's
comes
the
Sills trying
counterplay.
to jump in. Oh, he's up
Goes in
here.
very
Can you
deep.
find it?
does not
Nothing.
get the rockets onto Mullah. He's too slippery. He's just gonna get out with his life. Wow. Somehow,
He doesn't even
by
have
the
to
way.
get out though. He just this red team. All right, they're gonna go sniper to try to break the stalemate. I like it.
All right.
Hopefully Neo can hit a shot and open things up. But even with these bombs coming in, the positioning of the meds is so like. I guess stealthy. No one can find them. No one can find the damage onto them, and they're just staying alive here and not getting forced. But it looks like Korvac might want to go in. Is he buffed? No, he's not buffed, and now he's getting jumped himself. He'll have to back off. But the combo looks like they want to rotate through this valley. They have that demo there. Eating a bit of spam from the soldiers. Anyone able to commit on the other side of things? Looks like Dwo's in position, waiting for the call. He'll be with QB. So a bit of a split push, trying to open up the angle for Neo from Valley. Not able to see anything quite yet. Now Korvac taking that high ground. Dope's pretty weak right now. Oh, and he'll go down.
Ooh.
Korvac cleaning up the kill. Can anyone else go down? Sylves is weak. Oh, but QB will go down on the other side of
Ooh.
things. Now here comes the aggression from Lancer, and they're going to just push in. They'll find Korvac as well. Sylves does go down. Dwo trying to get deep. Is he able to find anything? No, just the respawn counter. 3 go down, and they have that sniper, so Red's going to have to back out here.
My God, what a back and forth. As he Korvac just get in behind, but doesn't quite get the damage he needs to.
Oh, the
But
scout
that
on the
doesn't matter. Neo gets the body shot onto DQZ. That's all he needed. Drops the Uber. I mean, with 2 players behind Goblin Clan, trying to create a little bit of disarray here, and they did force the Uber out of them. But at the end of the day, they lost their own, and Mullah is already up to 50% again. Lancer still in the backline, causing a bit of a distraction, but at the end of the day, looking very good for top 5. I say as their medic gets absolutely destroyed, so yeah,
Mula
never
hit a
mind that.
saw there? Because he went from
He must
0
have, yeah.
to 50 real fast, but
He
this is
must
just
have.
clean up. Yeah, as now Elikor will go down. Dwo just respawning, so Cap will come in favor on mid 2 on the side of Goblin Clan. Very chaotic there on that fight.
Absolutely.
I would have liked the side of top 5 to back out there just with a demo and sniper, and you have to go up against, you know, mobile characters like scouts and soldiers, so not great situation. Now Tom's trying to get in, maybe forcing them out of this second contest. So far successful as the side of Goblin Clan is. They're going to get this second cap in and get ready for a last push. Even Ubers though.
Yeah, it's very even, so it's gonna be hard for them to really commit easily. And Tops is, you know, just trying to make sure that lobby is clear. There's still some stickies on the shutter. Hopefully they're aware of that. Okay, they have been destroyed, so they are no longer an issue, and they're gonna be able to take some ground here in lobby. And yeah, top 5 are perfectly content with just setting up on last. They have the heavy standing in spawn, as well as the sniper. They're actually probably expecting Goblin Clan to be a lot more aggressive than they end up being here. So they couldn't maybe even use this time to set up a sentry. Turns out
Soldier jumping.
now is when they decide to do that, as Tops already jumps in and just picks up QB for free. That's a
gonna
little
get
bit of
out.
a rough one. He's
He
gonna get
lives.
away with it. And the rest of his team comes in. Alien gets juggled a little bit, but at the end of the day, the Uber has already been popped off, so because he's gonna keep his team alive, but he's flashed so much, and Mullah still hasn't even popped his Uber because he hasn't really lost anybody except for Dwo on the flank, so ultimately that Uber really didn't accomplish much except for keep players alive. They didn't kill anybody with him. And now, well, top 5 has one to respond with, as we see Alien
No
just
one respects. No one
trap
respects the
trap Neo out.
traps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody ever respects them. They're just like, oh yeah, I'll just walk around this corner. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, right.
Respawn counter. That's the worst that can happen. So, but DQC doing a great job building right now, and it doesn't look like the side of top 5 is in a position to you know, push this one out. They don't have the gun. They don't. Oh, now they're opting to actually settle in and build this gun up. So, you know, opting for the defensive play, even though they had that full Uber ad for a moment. But now it's really on Goblin Clan to try to push in here. Silves is looking for a bit of spam onto Korvac. He'll find some. Here comes Tops jumping in, trying to find the demo and medic. Oh, he gets the force with the help of his scout. He'll go down. Now Lancer following suit. 2 down here. Mula got weak on that bomb, but now trying to push out and just not finding anything else. So successful sack wave. That'll open things up for the side of Goblin Clan. But Red team, alright, yeah, they'll back out, do the smart thing here. They were pretty aggressive in positioning for a moment there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great sack play. It worked out extremely well for them. Great bomb in, and they just got onto the medic directly. Managed to force that Uber out. I mean, they still have the sentry up. Yeah, there it is behind the barrels in the default sentry spot. But the Uber comes in, and I mean, they can just send it deep there. Nobody really to find it yet, but there's so much ground that they can take immediately as all these top 5 players are just in the spawn. Eloquor taken down means no stickies on the point to worry about. And I mean, they have QB on the heavy. And if they can just spam him down, this could actually be a very decent push for Goblin Clan. Looks like they're opting to go out instead. The scout's too dangerous. Sills trying to get onto the med there. Obviously, that didn't quite work out.
Alien. Oh no!
Yeah, Korvac, he's rolling this forward as well. He's tasted a bit of blood, and he's trying to take this a little bit further. Maybe even if it's just the point, spamming out the rest of these players. God damn.
Wow.
Alright.
Losing Alien late there, not a great situation. No stopping the push onto second, and now, if Eloquor is getting pretty aggressive right now, and it looks like the Uber will come out onto the red team, trying to pick up Alien. Oh, but no, the jumps are too clean from Sills and Alien, so it's going to be an Uber for the point. Tobbs is behind right now. He's in the opposite valley now, jumping in. He'll get picked up by Oh! Oh, no! No, he'll go down, but Korvac did not find a good time there. Alien Smiley getting healed up, but Eloquor did go down, so positioning right now for Goblin Clan as they're trying to take this in. I think they have this full Uber to work with. They haven't popped it yet. There it goes. Lancer will die. He didn't get the flash. I think he was on the flank. Now Alien trying to chase down this red combo. Are they able to find it? He hits a pipe, but he's getting so much spam onto himself. Korvac taking this. Tobbs and QB are maybe taking a 1v1 very deep in the back line as pressure was going in onto mid there, but it was not enough. And actually, what's Q? All right, QB does die. But now we have a last situation with Uber ad on the defending team here.
Yeah, and that, I mean, again, it's a difficult point to push out of this this Sunshine loss sometimes. So even with that, Uber advantage, it's not necessarily something you can do when you have bad positioning. They're gonna try to Uber in. Eloquor gets a little bit denied of his bomb, but ultimately can't go all that deep. He gets a nice pipe onto Mist, and they pick up Lancer as well, but they lose Dwo in the process. Tobbs trying to go deep, gets picked up as well. So ultimately, it worked out well for them, this push out, but because he already up on his Uber almost to try to respond with this. And surely top 5 are not foolish enough to just try to push into a full-on Uber advantage. I mean, position is not that great at all, and the spawns were so late for Goblin Clan, but they can try to re-aggress into mid here pretty easily.
Yeah,
and that's what they're gonna do.
Oh, here comes Sills. Can you pick anything up? Oh! Lancer picks up QB on the side. Now Sills will greater, and Tobbs goes down as well. Not looking good, but the health is so weak for the Red Soldiers. They'll both go down. Now Mist taking the 1v1 versus Neo. Can he pick it up? Lancer coming in to help him out, and they will find that kill. Eloquor kind of isolated right now, trying to jump out. And now the Scouts will pick up the med. It's just Eloquor by the point, and he'll get wiped. Top 5. Oh, absolutely annihilated there by Goblin Clan.
So that Uber definitely worked out in their favor, even if initially the soldiers couldn't quite accomplish what they wanted to. The follow-up was huge, just huge damage out of the combo. The scouts doing a lot of work there, and that worked out beautifully for Goblin Clan. Now also, still find himself with 50% up on Mullah, so it's a very good opportunity here to try and take this into last again. They're holding passively, they don't want to take any risks whatsoever. Just now making their way into lobby as a cohesive blob of blue people, not trying to mess anything up whatsoever. not trying to get caught up by any sort of cheeky, sticky trap. And they're going to take it in the top right immediately. Onto the sentry. The Pyro's there to try to defend it. That's not enough, though. That's the only casualty thus far. QB's on the heavy, but he's still stuck in the spawn. They don't find the frags they need to, though, and they're actually losing their players left, right, and center. Korvek's the only player they've picked up, and Mist is the only one left alive, so he's gonna have to
Not
try
for
maybe
long.
get a
Oh,
cheeky
no.
trade there with Dwo to round it out, but that's about it.
Wow. Good job picking up that last second kill. Lancer coming up on Sniper immediately. Maybe looking with this forward spawn, trying to pick someone up as they come through choke, but it looks like the side of top 5 wants to go through Valley instead. Maybe aware of this sniper pick. Can he find the angle? I don't know if you can see from there, but we'll find out. Korvek on the flank here, trying to jump in, going to take this high ground away from Tobbs, trying to hit him. Tobbs is up in the air. He's going to get the force, but he eats a pipe and will die. So nice force there. Lancer forced to swap back off of Sniper, uses back spawns. So an Uber ad now for TQZ, about 40%. Both teams will try to build as fast as they can, but you know, positioning advantage right now for top 5.
Absolutely, and this game has slowed down so much since that first round. The first round took 1.5 minutes, and now we're with 7.5 minutes left on the timer. This run has gone on forever. Both teams sending each other to their lasts repeatedly, but never quite managing to round out the round. I mean, most of this round especially was spent on top 5's last. Goblin Clan always doing such a great job at pushing them to last, but never quite managing to get that final push through. Silver's gonna go in early and pick up Dwo with help from Alien, and they do use the Uber to try and get in as deep as they can here, but they don't really find many players with it, and it's just good for their positioning. Korvek's here to try and catch out some players as well, just do a bunch of damage. Ultimately, he's gonna get pressured away and killed. Mist is gonna pay with his life though, and Neo's just gonna pick up a quick kill onto Tobbs as well, so even though they cap out mid here, they're already in a bad position for Goblin Clan again. Alien is low up on the bell tower, he gets cleaned up by Neo, he's on a rampage right now. Ended by Lancer, who is now caught out as well. DQZ might as well be dead because he couldn't heal for several seconds. But man, they get these pushes down and then they let it slip towards the end. You lose a few players as the Uber fades, and it's happened so many times now. The top 5 players just seem to have the better focus, the better coordination when it comes to focusing down players. They pick up these weak stragglers every single time, and it's really
Missed on Sniper.
ruined them.
Ah, he swaps off. He fears.
Doesn't want it. He doesn't want the steam. Can't handle the smoke. Fair enough. He's gonna go into heavy. They're gonna try to set up on last here. Suddenly, top 5 with the coast to coast finding themselves on the enemy team's last with a full Uber. Obviously, they're gonna go up against one on the defending side as well as a defensive hold. They use their Uber immediately. EQZ obviously not really feeling it right now, only losing Tobbs. The sentry goes down as well, but still not having used his Uber. Finally uses it as Alien just goes huge onto the combo, manages to take down Mullah. They pick up Elikor as well, but lose Sylves, and here comes the two straggling players. They're going to try to maybe get a bit of a pick here, maybe even just make a point play happen. They do a lot of damage, pick up a lot of kills, and DQZ is the only one left. He can't round it out. That's a 2-0.
Yeah, very long round there though, so getting into this third mid, just absolute chaos on some of these fights. I don't know, definitely slowing it down seemed to be good for Goblin Clan. I'll be interested to see if they can continue, but now just looking to see if someone can get a third round in here before we finish up this map. But starting on this mid, Dwell was very early, going for this high ground here on the side, but getting forced back pretty quickly. Alien Smiley with good spam. Dwell trying to get onto Sylves. He'll pick up the pack in Cafe. Now Korvac behind right now, likely going to crater. Sylves and Dwell. Oh, now Korvac also going down. But there goes Alien Smiley on the other side of things. Lots of chaos. Mist trying to get onto this combo. Is he able to pick up the demo? Oh, he gets Elikor. Great job by there, but from Mist. And now the collapse is coming in through choke right now. It's just QB and Mullah trying to get out with their lives. Can they get through Shutter? QB's getting very low. Lancer trying to pick him up. He will. Now it's a scalp. He meant. Did he get the saw? He did. And he'll use his Uber at the last second, but get out of there, Mullah. You have nothing else to do here. Slowing down that steamroll as midcap hasn't even started, just now getting started on this midcap.
What a mid fight out of Goblin Clan, and the aggression just carrying it forward all the way into last, essentially, just to try and chase out Mullah. Unfortunately, the man's too good at the medic class and manages to get that saw, keep himself alive. He does effectively still lose the Uber advantage that he could have had. Now DQZ obviously Gonna take his team into lobby here, and they're gonna have that Uber to work with. QB's up on the sniper to maybe try and get a cheeky little shot of. They're not gonna take that risk at all. Pop in before they even turn the corner. Take down the sentry that's only level 2. And now QB on the heavy. He's gonna be doing a lot of work here for his team, hopefully. Alakor gets taken down, so does Korvac. They lose DQZ, so no heals for the side of Goblin Clan. But they have so much positioning already. They already got down 3 players. They lose Sylves though, and the heavy's still up. QB.
Oh my
This
god!
does not die. Mullah kept him alive for so long.
Oh, 450 HP is a lot to shred when you're losing players early on in a fight, and that heavy was able to just secure the point for the side of top 5, so they'll be pushing out into their lighthouse. DQZ did live, but not healing quite yet, and just now building up his Uber, so Mullah has this full Uber to push into mid with some soldiers taking the high ground early. Looks like it's going to be a valley push out of top 5. Here comes the soldier getting a bit of positioning. What is the play? It's going to be a soldier jumping in, but not finding a lot. Top's trying to get in onto Mullah. Is he able to pick up the kill? No, doesn't get the force either. He'll go down on the sack, and now the side of blue is backing out, getting Mullah very low, but not finding the kill. He'll pick up a pack now, as yeah, top 5 is going to push in onto mid, and still have an Uber, but it should even up by the time this next fight happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, like with that, botched last push, I think that pretty much sealed the deal for. Oh god, just jumps in and nukes DQZ as I'm trying to go on a monologue. All right, yeah, like that botched last push pretty much just sealed the deal for Goblin Clan in terms of trying to even out the scores here, because with 2 minutes left now and just getting absolutely destroyed like that onto their loss now, it's gonna be hard to really try to get back into this map. So you're probably trying to, trying to look forward to the next one if you're Goblin Clan, because at this point you can only do the garbage time plays. Lancer's already up on the sniper, probably just trying to go for a cheeky shot here. Top 5, trying to round it out, maybe get another round on the board just for morale boosting. And
keep the steamroll going. That's the play here right now for top 5. Lancer's still very aggressive. He's isolated though. He'll have to back out because of that demo spam. Don't even have the gun up on defense, but Uber's going to likely get popped in here, and it will be onto the scout and demo pressure. And onto point, not quite there yet. We'll see. Tobbs is deleted early on. 12 finding that kills. There goes Sylves and Miss, both taken out. Pressure onto point now. Lancer trying to hold this down. Can he do it? He will die, but finds Korvac before him. But that will be 3-0. Just a minute left, and yeah, Goblin Clan not looking too great after things have sped up again.
yeah, I feel like they managed to hold their ground really well in that second round for a long time. Again, they were on top 5's last so many times, just couldn't really ever quite round out the pushes. It was always something that was lacking in the focus. They couldn't quite get the kills quickly enough. Then they start losing players as the Uber fades, and top 5 with the better, superior focus fire, just taking them down so quickly. The mistakes get punished so easily, and then it's always back out again, the jousting back and forth. They couldn't quite convert the rounds. It was a much closer match, actually, than the scoreline would suggest, obviously, if you ignore that first round. It took Goblin Clan a bit of time to get into the match, and maybe the process is going to look a whole lot different if they're, warmed up now. But
there's just nothing happening on this mid-fight. Like,
yeah,
2 people died.
I'm not even talking about that anymore. It's 30 seconds left anyway, who cares? Unless there's like a fancy air shot. I mean, they're running crits out the side of Mullah here, and they managed to pick up Lancer with it. But at the end of the day, unless there's like some fancy skybox air shot, there's nothing to get excited about. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. DQZ dying. You gotta stay alive for the logs there, but that will be map number 1, 3-0 for top 5. We'll be getting to process in just a moment, but pretty dominant play when the rounds were going quickly for top 5.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, that first round lasting like 2 minutes is set the stage, I feel, for a lot of what we're going to see tonight. But I feel like Goblin Clan, they've shown that they can definitely contend. They can definitely, hold their candle to top 5 at least a little bit. So we'll have to see how they perform on the second map. Let me see what certain logs could look like as well. There they are. Wonderful. I mean, immediately, from what I can glean as well, is yeah, it shows a little bit of a one-sided experience in the scoreline. But as far as the numbers go, it's actually pretty even. As far as the numbers on these logs look, it's actually rather even.
Yeah,
No?
but what's not even is Sills and Alien 8 and 5 air shots respectively. So that's demoralizing. Even though they didn't win, going for those fancy plays, put them in the highlight reel.
I mean, this is the interesting thing, right? Goblin Clan actually dealt more damage overall, compared to top five.
Ooh, did they run the
Which I
crits?
think that they didn't run the crits. That's like I think this really just reaffirms the thing that I've observed how they seem to spread out their damage more. They don't have the focus fire that top five has, where they spread out their damage a whole lot more in the pushes, and they can't really take down any players. So they get a whole lot of players low, but they can't quite clean up the kills, and that shows. They have more damage but less kills overall. And obviously, a lot of the kills that they would have gotten were probably never important enough to really make a dent into top five strategy, and then that shows a lot. So overall, other than that, the stats among the players, they're pretty comparable. They're pretty even. The damage DPM numbers are pretty even. Elikor only 11 DPM up on Alien. That's nothing to write home about. The kills overall pretty even
Mids
as well.
even
But I think,
too.
yeah, it's that nuance really about like how well they focus their fire. I think that sealed the deal for top five on this map and how they managed to take it home. So yeah, again, the medic stats, there's not much to glean there either. They're pretty equal. Mullah, yeah, he's slightly better. He didn't drop once, but at the end of the day, the drop is pretty much just what comes from the fact that you're the losing team. You know? So I think next map could look very similar if Goblin Clan aren't warmed up yet, or if this is the best they can play. But if they've gotten warmed up now, and if they found their way into the match, I feel like Process could look a little closer,
Yeah,
and
here's
I'm
hoping we
excited to see
see
that.
a. Yeah, here's hoping we see a better one. I have to go for just like 45 seconds max. I'll be right
Wow.
back. Yeah, I know I'm a
So
terrible caster, but
unbelievable.
sorry. I'll be right back.
So I get to talk about I don't know, something entertaining. What's interesting to talk about? Let's see. Well, let me make my prediction. So I was wrong with the score line on the last map, but I was right in thinking that top five were gonna take it. Let's see. I mean, look, right? I don't think anybody's not expecting top five to have an easier time on process as well. I think everybody loves process. Everybody's always gonna be like, oh yeah, process is like my best map, even though there might not be right. But Goblin Clan, they're like a pug team, so who knows? Maybe they're really good at Process. It really people joke that Sunshine and Process are like the same map, but I think that maybe Goblin Clan are just way better, gonna be way better on Process. It's gonna be interesting. Because I think it really just boils down to whether they can stunt the momentum that top five has here. If top five can keep their momentum rolling, it's gonna be a massacre, and we're gonna see a bunch of dead goblins. But if they can somehow stunt that snowballing out of top five, if Goblin Clan can slow the game down to their pace again, to like roll out the pushes well, and not maybe find a little bit better focus, not just spread out their damage and get cleaned up. I feel like Goblins could definitely have a chance here of taking at least a few rounds, if not the map. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to call because obviously you always root for the underdog. I don't know how much
Yeah.
realism you can put behind that. Unfortunately, that's always
I'm
the
tr-
question.
I'm hoping for a bit of a comeback. I want to see it go
Hmm.
slightly closer here, but I'm not expecting too much. Apologies for having to leave there for a second.
That's
Here
fine.
in Burgerland, it's time to start thinking about dinner, and we're ordering out tonight, so had to figure out what I wanted to eat. But that is all sorted now. I am back and ready to see this start up, but looks like we don't have everybody quite on teams yet. Do you have a different prediction? I don't know if you already gave one, so sorry
Yeah,
if you did.
I mean, overall, I think this if it goes the same way as the first map, aka top five are just in their stride right now. Everybody's in the zone. They're continuing their momentum. There's gonna be another 4-0, 5-0, maybe even if they really snowball forward off of this. But if Goblin Clan, if they do manage to find their stride, if they get their sure footing, their sea legs underneath them again, it could actually be a lot closer. I feel like if because they definitely showed on Sunshine that they can contend, especially in that second round. They showed that they can totally contend with uh, top five. They can absolutely fight them. They can play on their level. It's just a matter of can they keep it up? Can they keep it up for a whole 30 minutes? Or is that going to be another 10, 15-minute episode in the middle of this map, right? So, yeah, if they find their stride, this could be close. if they don't, then top 5 are gonna roll, I feel. It's gotta be those little nuanced things that are just gonna make them take it forward round after round.
Yeah, I think really the side of Goblin Clan has to really slow down these fights and make sure they're having the good amount of focus fire onto the right players at the right time. Because right now, top five, I mean, they didn't win the DM fight, but they are getting the right kills at the right moments. And no, that's what wins these rounds, as well as obviously playing the objective. Think we're seeing a medic on crits in pregame, so maybe we'll see that on mid fight, but
I
not.
you don't know, maybe I somehow doubt it, but we'll never know. I mean, Mullah was running the crits at the end of the last game, maybe just hasn't changed his loadout back yet, you never know. We'll see as we look to be starting. No, okay, they're just baiting us, as per usual.
Yep, they hate us. They just
Never
really hate
mind.
us.
Thought I could have a cool segue, and then they're just like, "Nah, dude,
That
screw
see,
you."
that happened to me. I forget what I was actually casting, but I had this perfect segue lined up, and I started it, and at the last second, we got baited, and I was so sad. It's just evil that teams do this to us.
Hey, they're aware. They're aware of what we try to
Oh, they
attempt
know what
here.
they're doing.
They
They
absolutely do.
know what they're doing. They're evil.
Well, okay. I'm also gonna be interested to see if we're gonna see some wacky off classes. Maybe top 5 gets a little cocky. You know, maybe they get a little cocky and we actually start seeing some just wacky plays out of them. Maybe, QB just decides to run sniper for 20 minutes or something like that. We'll have to see. As we're headed into our first round of process, the first mid. Take it away, Godfather.
Will do. We might see a bit of a slowdown here from the side of Goblin Clan. They are on red this time around, but getting onto the first mid, see a bit of ring around the rosy from the red team, and Blue's going to mimic this. Here comes a mimic soldier bomb from both sides, trying to get onto mid. Lulu's up in the air. Can they air shot? No. Silves and Toes both going down. There goes Duo and Korvac on the other side of things. Both meds very weak right now, but can anyone find a kill? Oh, Elikor! Big, and he'll pick up DQZ there. So now Mullah has to stay alive, hanging around Choke right now. It's just Lancer and Mist. Only 2 scouts on point, and they will likely get taken out. There goes Lancer. Now Mist trying to stay alive, dance around here behind, but Neo goes for that kill and picks it up. Very similar mid fights, but the side of top 5 much cleaner with the execution.
Oh yeah, like that was a perfect mirror match basically up until DQZ got sniped by Elikor with that sticky bomb. He went a little lower from the soldier bombs and ultimately couldn't quite get to the health pack in time, got caught out. And that's what really sealed the deal, because until that point, positioning wise and obviously player wise, they were very equal on that mid fight. Now top 5 want to make use of this Uber. They're gonna pop in through lobby immediately. That sentry was only level 1, so it poses next to no threat. But the stickies are still on the point. There's nobody that's died on the side of goblins just yet. They lose Tobbs, and DQZ is also gonna go down. So now it's looking a little bit better for top 5. They've also lost 2 of their soldiers, and there is a heavy on point, but no heals means they can just whittle these players down, win the war of attrition. And they're actually not doing that good of a job at it. They trade QB for mist essentially.
Pick
And
up Mullah!
they're still in there. Oh my god!
Finally. What is... basically team wipe. Lancer the only one alive, but holding on to the point, and Korvac and Duo have to get out. How did they actually do that?
That's actually incredible. They managed to stay alive for so long. I guess I didn't pay close attention, but I suppose all the top 5 players were just out of ammo. I think that's what it boiled down to. They went so deep, and like they were all caught reloading. They couldn't really deal with all the aggression out of the Goblin players that, paced themselves a little bit better, and then they got the cleaned up kills at the end there. So somehow miraculously, not only do they hold the point, which, I thought that was possible and plausible, but they also actually managed to push out off the back of it and take second and equalize all of their advantages, disadvantages, whatever they could have been. It sent us into a little bit of a stalemate on second. Incredible.
Yeah, and even Ubers as well, so doing a great job building that up. Both meds now at 100%. Tops is on the flank here, might have to back out, as it looks like the side of top 5 wants to walk in through IT here. Or, yeah, but they're not finding anything. They'll be backing out. Is it also called IT in EU?
It is called IT, yeah.
Alright, there we go. Here comes Korvac trying to jump in. Is he able to pick up DQZ? Gets the force. A nice play there. Now, Mulat is just going to try to stay alive right now and choke. QB's going to be escaping through IT successfully, so now it's on to DQZ to build that Uber up as fast as he can, but we'll likely see the Uber come in from top 5 here. Eligor peeking very aggressively. Is it going to get popped out? Not quite yet. They're milking this really hard, but not taking the positioning or ground to really do anything. Just demo lobbing some spam, waiting for Korvac to get here. Now he is, so they'll start walking forward. Neo getting very low, as is Sylves. Neo gets healed up though, and they'll just be able to take this for free. Got Lancer coming up on Sniper, have the gun level 2 on this last point, and about half Uber for GQZ right now.
As they pop in again, unfortunately on the wrong side, the sentry's over on the other side, and they're gonna waste a bunch of time with that Uber, because now they don't have any form of positioning whatsoever. They didn't get any frags. Lancer is on the heavy, just denying these players, peppering them from afar, and they're so low. Korvac gets taken down, so does Eligor. Mulah's way too low to try and commit to anything. Neo has to run away as well, so ultimately that push was just honestly disastrous. And
No!
never mind, QB is just gonna run in like a Chad and just destroy DQZ, and almost wins the round for his team. Unbelievable.
So close, so close. That would have definitely been a heartbreak for Goblin Clan, but losing their med might just be enough here for the side of top 5 to get ready to push in. Looks like they're going to force back this demo. Can they get him through the shutter? No. Almost juggled in there, but now Cap comes in onto second. Got the gun going back up from Lancer. Still level 1. Didn't work out very well for them last time, so we'll have to see what happens with this push. I'll let you take this one in, though.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much single-handedly, QB just keeping his team in here, giving them another opportunity to try and convert this last as they Uber in again. Sentry in a different position this time, but it's still level 1, so they're not even going to bother with keeping it alive. And there's so much Captain already, nobody's there to even contest it. The stickies were only half-assed, and that's going to be the first round going the way of top 5. At least it took 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, a bit, you know, a bit more explainable of a time there. Not a 2-minute round, not a 10-minute round, so I like to see that. A bit of back and forth as well, but the second mid, it's not looking good for Goblin Clan. I'm expecting them to try to turn this around. Here comes Tobbs up in the sky, trying to jump in onto Korvac, who was going deep himself, not finding a lot. Mula eats a bit of spam, but is alive so far. Sylves now looking for a jump, not finding a lot. Here comes Tobbs jumping in. He's getting very weak, and he'll get taken out by QB. Can anyone find this med right now? Doesn't look like it. There goes Mist as well. 2 down, and Sylves is weak, and the chase is on, trying to pick up Lancer late here. Here comes the soldier. Korvac is very deep. Can Sylves take the 1v1? He'll lose it, and now it's absolute chaos. DQC very low. It looks like he'll escape with just 2 players alive, but holding on to that Uber charge right now at 95%, so they'll have something to hold on to this with, but even Uber situation.
And it's just, again, the aggression out of the soldiers. They're, as I mentioned, you know, keep paying attention to them. They're gonna be interesting. Korvac just pushing in so deep. DQZ actually gonna use his Uber out there, try to go out with Lancer and Tobbs, as both of them just get nuked before he can really reach them. So that's a little bit of a questionable pop, and ultimately lead them down a well of despair, I feel, as top 5 make their way in through Shutter. Obviously, full Uber in hand, they're going to use it in immediately. Trying to take some ground on this point. Again, the stickies already just juggled off. There's not much that they're accomplishing. Finally, some more on there. And actually going to pick up Eligor pretty early here as the Uber fades. They're also losing 2 players themselves, and now the aggression is there onto the point, and they're just cleaning up these players. Lancer's so low already, so is Alien. It's just these scouts feasting.
Saw.
And Mullah even gets the saw to clean out that second round. That one was a lot quicker.
Yep. Not
I think
good.
this is the momentum I was talking about that we're seeing unfold, unfortunately, for Goblin fans.
Yep. Mid number 3 coming up. Hopefully, for the sake of watching a better game, Goblin Clan can slow it down, but I'll let you take this one away.
Let's see how they try to switch up their strategy here. This mid, certainly the last one went worse than the first one. Let's see if this one can go a little bit better for them. Again, you know, these mids, they're always like bunched up in this area over here around the rock again. The soldiers go high, trying to get onto something. They're just gonna get themselves cleaned up as Dwoe just nukes into the combo.
God.
Just destroys everybody. And it's just Lancer left to try and maybe get a little bit of damage onto Eligor here. Just shot out of the sky with a pipe. And another clean mid out of the side of top 5 as they roll forward into second. Lordy.
Yeah, very, very dominant play. Got an engineer early on here. We'll see if he can get better than a level 1, opting for the shutter placement here. But really totally in favor of top 5 right now as they're getting ready. It looks like they want to go through a rollout. And I think we might see a crits creed coming in here. Is that Mulan on crits right now?
It is. He's trying something cheeky. They're up 2 rounds, so this is where the shenanigans come out. I mean,
Oh,
ultimately,
the crits is used!
there's no Uber to respond with. That's the first little frag there onto Sills, but oh, he's gonna shut out Alien with it. And he's actually gonna get dunked on by the soldier, but still, there's so much cap time already. All these players have to do now is just bait them onto the point, and then top 5 can clean up that little damage. Bo is just gonna knock people off, and that's that. Honestly, they shouldn't have won off the back of that crits play, but I think it created just enough chaos to, you know, win them another round there and demoralize Goblin Clan a little bit further.
Yeah, definitely tough on the mind to have that crits pop out and still end up getting the cap. But now mid number 4, early soldier pressure. Dwo is the only one there right now, though. Now here comes the rest of top 5 trying to get in. Dwo is taking a 1v2, and it's not looking good for him. He's getting very low, gets some heals, though. DQZ is taken out. Korvac is so big, he'll go down. And now Mula is actually very weak on the other side of things. He gets a pack, but a full team wipe once again. Top 5 is not pulling any punches right now as they continue to steamroll.
Throughout that entire thing, I mean, obviously wonderfully done again by top 5. Throughout the entire thing, Top just bombs in real deep, trying his hardest to get onto Mullah. Gets him down to like 7 health before he gets shot down, so he was really trying to save this round for his team there. Probably already realized that everybody else was dying. He was just gonna try to be the hero that they needed. Unfortunately, it obviously didn't quite work out, and they find themselves on their last yet again. Lancer trying to build a sentry as fast as possible. He gets it to level 2 at the very least before Korvac starts spamming it. Tob's even body blocking a little bit to try to prevent that from happening. And yeah, top 5 are just waiting here, really. They're trying to make the most of it. Obviously, they use crits again. Naturally, there's no real Uber to fear about, but they find a few kills, I suppose, on the wrong side. They found a few kills on their own team. My god.
Yeah, not great there to push in and basically get stopped as cap time now coming in on to second. DQZ with this full Uber, so maybe Goblin Clan can slow this down and start making something happen, but it's not been looking good for them. I believe Mullah swapped off, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll wait for Arch to confirm that for me. Still's likely getting taken out here, and he does go down 12 with the help of QB. Now Tobbs is pretty low as well. Oh, there goes QB. Trades out from Lancer on the other side of things, though. Not a lot else happening. No pressure onto the mid. Oh, but now Alien's going to get taken out as well. Top 5 denying this midpoint capture. Not looking good for Goblin Clan.
Yeah, again, they just stuck in a little bit too much, losing these 1v1 fights or these 2v1 fights, and takes them further. Now we find ourselves in a very similar situation, very familiar situation. Goblin Clan sitting on their last, having actually no off classes yet, which surprises me, and find themselves with about 50% down on Uber as well. So I feel like we're gonna see another little push here by top 5. This time on stock Uber, so they're done with their little shenanigans with the crits. Clearly, they realized that one didn't work out quite all that well. So let's try to go back to the old trusted as they Uber in.
Oh, Tobbs wanted to get behind there. Can he pick up anything? No, not a lot of damage, but there goes Tobbs behind, and now Mist and Sills all taken out. Alien and DQZ both very weak. Lancer trying to hold on to this point, but unsuccessful. 4-0 is the score, and we might see a 5-0 come out here.
Yeah, I did say that would very well be a possibility if Goblin Clan don't find their footing, and now we need the wonderful TCM. Otherwise, they're gonna be looking at a 6-0 for tonight in terms of points as we're headed into our potentially final mid of the round. Whoa, again, so deep already, so early to the mid. Finally, obviously, some Goblin players arriving as well. They're just peppering each other a little bit. There comes the bomb out of the top 5 soldiers. They're just exchanging a bit of artillery, doing a bit of damage. the end of the day, not accomplishing much with it yet. No players have died yet, which is honestly surprising to me. Neither of the soldiers really wanted to bomb in again. I mean, Neo's going a little bit there. Top still somehow living. Silv's actually going to pick up the first kill onto Dwo in a beautiful manner. And they're going to snowball that into a kill on Korvac as well. Could this be the mid? Could this be what
He's weak, but he gets the pack. Pressure in. Oh, looking good. Looking good from Goblin Clan right now. Even Uber situation as they get ready to push it onto second. Here comes the soldier trying to jump in early. Can he find anything? No, a lot of damage onto him though, and he'll get taken out in the sky. QB picking up that kill. Now, Silvok maybe looking for something, but he gets finished off in the door. Not looking good. QB on this flank here for the side of top 5, trying to pressure in. Now the Uber's forced out by Neo, who just kind of walks forward and finds that forest. Beautiful situation right now for top 5, but they lose Elikor actually. Now, oh, and Miss gets deleted from the sky. Korvac with a little bit of an air shot there for himself. Now trying to push in. Mulan still has this Uber to work with. Can they pick up this med or the demo and choke? So far, no. Alien's finally getting down to about half, but he will live back out and midpoint and Uber in favor of top 5, trying to push in and close this one out.
Yeah, I mean, they again made great use there, managing to just send Neo in, force it out. Actually, Mulaz is gonna get sent into the skybox and shot out by Lancer. So, so much for that push there. Beautifully done. What a shot. You love to see that. Single-handedly, Lancer keeping his team in this match. They don't want to give this one up without a fight. Goblin Clan do not give up without a fight. Elikor is gonna get cleaned up here as well. Only Neo left, as Dwo is in behind. He's gonna get cleaned up as well. So yeah.
Looking better.
They're keeping this in. I feel like they've awakened. Maybe they need to feel a little bit of pressure. Maybe they need to feel a little bit of heat. And suddenly,
Lancer's
like all the
still
components are working. Lancer, yeah, he's obviously still gonna go a little bit deeper here. They pick up Korvac. Again, like all of Goblin Clan so aggressive. They're actually gonna Uber into last. Mist gets deleted by Elikor. Just deletes Mist off the face of the earth. And Alien is quick to follow. Ooh.
Yeah, Goblin Clan looking a bit better right now. Elikor is being a bit aggressive with his position, getting those stickies in. Oh, Dobbs tried to go for something, but Dwo said no. And oh, wow. Goodbye. Lancer picking up a nice headshot there, and will take out the Demo Man. Now, still looking for more right now. Trying to peek pretty aggressively here. Mist is oh, no! You can't let that happen. Silvs, with the help of Mist, just gets in, and there goes your medic. So, Goblin Clan getting a lot more aggressive. Neo coming up on Sniper now on this defense. They also have the heavy QB, so they don't have a med to work with right now. Lancer peeking on the off angle as DQC gets aggressive, trying to get in. They're a bit behind right now. They haven't trapped off the door. Silvs is trying to do that for himself, trying to pick up Neo right now. Can he get it? Doesn't look like it, as no one's really died. There goes Lancer, finally taken out. Top picks up Neo.
So much
pressure on to point. Can they get this? And they do. Goblin Clan making it a bit more interesting. It's 4-1. Getting into this next mid. What do you want to see from Goblin Clan to try to take more rounds?
Keep it going. Keep doing exactly that. Just do what you did this round and keep doing that. It's beautifully done on that last as well. Just getting that, edging out that cap time, baiting people in, and then cleaning them up. Just play like that, but for 5 rounds, and you've won. Let's see if they can keep it going for this mid, or if they start losing it again and this was all just a fluke. Come on, let this be the comeback of all of our dreams, as Dwo gets nuked down very early there, getting him denied. However, Silvs, same fate also begets him, and we see each other just staring down here. These teams, you know, a little bit of spamming exchange. Alien actually just walking on the point, and he's gonna nuke down Elikor. Mist is gonna pick up Neo as well, and they're gonna clean up Mullah and Korvac. Hello? Have the goblins finally awakened?
Oh god, you have to fear that. Just taking these fights a bit cleaner, a bit slower, and with the focus fire. We got that scout behind, but looks like Lancer's going for that 1v1. We'll see who's able to pick it up. Oh, QB actually wins the 1v1, but now taking on Silvs with very low health. He'll go down. Splash damage will do that to you, but full Uber for DQZ to try to push in and get another round right now. Only engineer up for off classes on defense. Dwo pretty aggressive, but here comes the Uber likely. Yeah, it's going to be onto the demo and scout, trying to take out this gun early. They'll be successful. Can they get Elikor up on this high ground? He'll be dropping down. Pressure on the point was there, but no longer now. Trying to get in his miss. Can he cap this one out? So much pressure onto the blue spawn, but their respawn vines are keeping them alive. Oh, but there goes the heavy. There's just so much chaos, and now it's DQZ, the only one alive. Goblin Clan unable to convert. The respawn with that refreshing your health was too much for them. They couldn't pick up the kills. Now DQZ will live, but not with too much ad to work with here.
Unfortunate push, really. It took them just slightly too long to try and get those last few players. They didn't quite get the positioning there, and yeah, that sealed the deal. But they're still willing to keep going. They know that they have a little bit of a time crunch. I mean, they still have to pick up at least 3 rounds if they want to have any points taken home tonight. So obviously Goblin Clan are going to keep rolling it forward, and I mean, as long as the Ubers are even, there's not much to lose anyway. They might as well go, because there's always a chance that they can convert another round here and get another thing going.
We have top 5 on crits.
Interesting.
And they're very close. Oh, they're going to pick up tops early on, so 1 pick. And there goes Silvers as well. No soldiers for this red team as top 5 tries to push out, but the back cap is coming in. Oh, they were so close. Does the crits get used? It looks like both Ubers were used in here as the crits isn't finding too much. Looks like the side of top 5 is able to hold on to this. QB is behind, stopping any back cap attempts. DQC trying to get out. Very weak right now. And so far successful. Lenzer will also escape, but yeah, top 5 able to pull that one out and hold them off and push on to their second. Now getting ready for an even Uber situation, trying to push it onto this mid. Maybe going dry though. Here comes a bomb from the soldier trying to get onto the demo. Oh, he gets deleted, but they will find him. Korvac will follow up on that damage. So now Silvok going for the counter bomb with the help of Mist. Can they find him? Getting very weak with Elikor with the stickies, takes out DQZ. Goblin Clan not looking as clean as they were earlier now, but oh my god, hit this! Oh, he was so close. He gets the finish off. Tobbs there going for the air shots.
Still in though.
He's in!
Oh my god!
He picks up that one. Not wasting his other chance for the air shot, finding the med instead. Very, very nice play there on an individual level, and they'll be able to take this midpoint. So top 5 looking a bit better now as they try to secure this win.
Goblin Clan is still fighting for their lives, keeping themselves in, teeth scratching, just everything. And they managed to just drop Moolah there, get that little last frag, keep themselves going, actually hang on to mid at the end of the day as the top 5 players get too scared, try and continue capturing. So yeah, even though DKZ just now gets up and is going to start building, they still manage to keep themselves in for so long. They're buying themselves at least a little bit of time here. With 9 minutes left, it's certainly plausible that they can get themselves some rounds going.
Yeah, just I think we might have our first pause here for the night. Hope I'm not lagging out. So
it doesn't look like I am. Yeah, it looks like a pause.
So both soldiers in the air right now for top 5, pretty funny looking. But top 5 will have this Uber ad to work with and might decide to push in onto this mid. What do you expect to see in the next couple minutes, though? Or next couple seconds, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, because basically Goblin Clan can't do much here. They can only really defend. They can only really, try to hold this as best they can, because the Uber ad out of top 5 is too significant. And, top 5... at the same time, could just decide to sit back. That being said, this pause looks like it's... I don't know, that was just a quick unpause. They could just be perfectly content sitting back, right? They have, 3 rounds up on Goblins, and they only have 9 minutes to work with. So if they really wanted to, they could just take it slow, park the bus a little bit, slow the game down to their pace, and, make the most of it. That being said, I do think they're going to probably try to take mid here just to make those holds a little bit easier, make their lives a little bit easier. Korbek's actually going to go in. Unfortunately, doesn't quite find what he needs to, gets the knight out of the sky, so that's all there is to that. And yeah, again, he's just probably trying to open up a little bit of an opening there for his team maybe to go off of. They're not trying to take any risks. They know they have quite the ad to work with, I suppose. And I mean, that being said, the Ubers are equalizing by now, so really, does it matter?
Yeah, just approaching 80% right now for TQZ, and looks like top five's content with just sitting here waiting for the side of Goblin Clan to push in. Uh, Looks like Alien Smiley's noticing this and getting ready to come in. Here comes a high bomb from Korbach. Can you find any damage? Gets rocket in, but not enough. Overheal is a powerful little asset there for that demo man sitting in choke, but now maybe looking for a sewer side push. Looks like the rotation is there. Does anyone know about it? Silves is going to jump in early, trying to make space. Here comes the other soldier tops, but he'll get deleted. Neo's there, but now going down. Here comes Dwo trying to pick up the combo in the sewer, not finding anything. Looks like it was a QB disconnect that caused the pause. Yeah, just seeing that now, but taking a bit to unpause. Here we go. But even Uber situation right now, as looks like Alien and the side of Goblin Clan want to be a bit more aggressive. What do you think is going to happen with this next push?
I mean, they have to be aggressive. They have to be the ones pulling the shots here because as the clock ticks down, they have less and less to work with, and they need these rounds. If they want to take home any points tonight at all, they need to convert these rounds, like round after round after round, stat. They need to go now. If they mess up this push or if they lose too many people here, it's over. Lancer getting a nice early pick there onto QB is going to certainly open things up for them a little bit, and maybe give them that tiny bit of confidence that they need here. Again, Lancer still loses a threat as well. Mist is going to go in. It's actually trade, but they lose Alien as well, so...
Ooh, they trade out though. Not nice.
Trade out Elikor, okay. Alright. Lancer has proven his usefulness still.
Behind! He's gonna pick up Lancer here. There you go. The bomb to kill the sniper. You know, debatably worth, but with those picks as a threat, so now we'll see what else can happen. The Uber was forced out onto DQZ. We'll see him jumping in, trying to pick up Mullah. Anyone? No, Sills couldn't get it. Now, Tobbs has a chance! Oh my god, Mullah was so weak. He'll pick up a pack, but he didn't use. Had faith in his ability to live there. Alien Smiley trying to get deep here. Oh, and he gets the drop!
Whoa.
Oh my god, the huge bomb! And picking that up, he'll go down. Korbach dies late, but that will definitely slow down this push from the side of top 5. DQZ building up in choke right now best he can, but absolute dominance from that demo there.
Absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. Alien keeping his team in this. He knows as well as anybody else on his team that they need to keep going. They need to have this bus driving forward all the time. So they're gonna try to make the best of it. And with 5.5 minutes, it's certainly still possible. Albeit it will take quite a lot of miracles to pull off. They're gonna try to take this Uber in. I mean, they essentially have it. There's a level, well, now 2 on the right side of Lost here.
Oh no.
As he's still level 1, never mind. And the Uber already comes in on the left side as well. They pick up Mullah very early, so no heals for top 5. As a little bit of cap time comes out of Lancer now. That's pretty much all there is. They've already lost Tops and Alien. They've lost Sylvs as well. It's only the Med and the Scouts left. And DQZ is gonna have to run out. Probably gonna get chased down by Dwo here, actually. Maybe Alien can protect his medic, just barely. It's just another push that they couldn't quite convert, and now top 5 can be perfectly content with just parking that bus.
Yeah, not one of my favorite things to see, but totally understandable. Oh, here comes aggression though. Both soldiers jumping in from the side of Goblin Clan. Can they pick up anybody up in the skies? Tops, he'll go down. Now Sills trying to clean up anything else, but unsuccessful. Bit of pressure through rollout from the demo. Backing out now. 4:14 on the clock. Unlikely to see, you know, anywhere near a comeback, but we'll see. Side of Goblin Clan keep trying here. They did lose Sills. They do use the Uber now in, trying to pick up this gun. Neo's on the right side. They haven't picked up the gun. QB's keeping it alive. Can Neo pick up a kill? Doesn't look like it quite yet. And there goes Mist actually in Tops as well. DQZ's trying to escape with his life. And we have the spy play coming up from Silvs here.
Ooh. Okay,
A little bit of Highlander action.
It's an oddball, but it can certainly work in a situation like this because now top 5, okay, they're going to be trying to get out of here as soon as possible. You know, just try to make sure that nothing happens. Nobody is on Lost trying to watch. Unfortunately, they're going to get the cap, so Sills can't really go for the back cap. But he might get a cheeky pick here onto
Mullah's so weak.
somebody who's unaware. And oh, Mullah is just dancing around on mid. Keep your eyes on that spy as well. He's still behind. Still trying to make something happen. They're unaware of his whereabouts as of now, and Alien is trying to just buy him some space as well, trying to make the most of it. But top5 just rolling forward. Sills basically has no chance. He doesn't even get an opportunity to really do much because all the players are just running away from him at 5 times the speed that he can even move. It's really rough. I mean, the
Here's his
side
chance,
play
though.
that could have been beautiful is now very quickly turning into essentially just a player missing in every single fight, as top5 are now trying to push last here with their Uber. Obviously going to try to milk it as long as they can. The Uber comes out of DQZ first. Silvs is still on the spy, still behind.
Pick
I
it up,
think he's
revolver. Oh, he gets the kill, but it's
gets
not
a
going to be
revolver kill.
enough.
Don't
Top
think it
five.
is. Top5 are on the point already. Silvs tries to save it, but it's not enough. That's the 5-1 for top5.
Yeah, so, with 2 minutes left, just adding to that score. It is a win difference 5 for the win here, so, you know, we still have 2 minutes left to play, but wouldn't be surprised if we see some, yeah, snipers rolling out to mid. Exactly
That's the
what I
sort of
was
stuff
counting
you
on.
see, yep. The sort of
Yep.
stuff you see at this
Oh,
point.
the huge bomb from Alien trying to get onto Bull. Oh my god, can he hit the second pipe? He's so weak and he
Yes!
gets it!
The sticky jumper, you'll love to see it. Okay. This is the reason why I'm glad that people don't use forfeit plugins, and you get to see this kind of stuff in garbage time when players decide, hey, let's just have fun now, you know? You've already won, or you've already lost, whichever one it is, and let's just have some fun. Let's just do some cool, funny plays. As, it looks like, you know, Goblin Clan is actually gonna win a mid for once, off of the back of an interesting Alien play. You know what? Maybe they should have just done that every round.
Yeah, just go deep. It's just win, you know? Why not? He's still on
Just win
Sticky
for it.
Jumper. He's still on Sticky Jumper. I like this. We still have Neo on Sniper. Dwo's trying to get onto this medic, and he get the force. No. With 1 minute left, Alien's finally in rollout, very aggressive. Oh my god, the med's so weak, and that's a drop! Or, not a drop? Might have been a drop. Who knows?
I didn't really pay
Gulag
attention
goes
to that.
down. And Eligor as well, and now just so aggressive from Alien. He'll pick up Neo with the pipes as well. You can't peek there. Have the gun on defense, but what use is it? 53 seconds. Cap is in on second. Now we have the Uber onto Mist. Cleaning up that gun is Silvs. Pressure in onto point. Not quite there. Here comes Alien Smiley trying to pipe out this heavy in spawn, and Mulan is not on medic. He's on spy, and there you go. 5-2. Goblin Clan making it, you know, a bit closer with 30 seconds left.
Look, you know, just trying to get a little bit of extra credit, but yeah. That is basically gonna seal it. I doubt we're gonna see another round convert. I think we're reaching a point where it is literally impossible. But
Yeah.
that's still a GG. And definitely you could see there towards the last third of the map, Goblin Clan trying to, you know, picking up the pace a little bit, trying to get back into the match. Certainly, again, showing that they can contend, as we see Alien get a couple more cheeky picks. And again, you know,
I love his
pretty
pipes.
dominant score.
Yeah.
He's a pipe player.
Yeah.
He's a plumber.
there you go. But that will do it. 5-2 on the second map. Top5 taking both of the maps. We can take a quick look at logs, but I don't know. What'd you think?
I mean, yeah, as I was gonna say, pretty much the dominant performance out of top 5 that I, you know, was talking about to begin with. But again, Goblin Clan showing that they can definitely contend, and they had moments in there where, you know, obviously they converted around, but like they had moments in there where they really showed that just a little bit ironing out of some of the folds and stuff could totally do it for them, and they could have taken a lot of rounds there. There were a lot of opportunities for them. They just couldn't quite convert on both maps, especially on process there as well. And once they find their stride, I feel like they can definitely make stuff happen. I mean, overall, the scoreline doesn't represent it, but the score, like the stats, are mostly even. There's a bit of an even there. I mean, Goblin Clan actually got more Ubers off just because they were so aggressive and used them so aggressively. You can see that there. Um,
Top5 had 3 drops.
that as well, yeah. Mullah, you know, really not using those Ubers when he should. And 3 of those Ubers were critzes, 2 of which accomplished nothing as well. So, got to keep that in mind. But yeah, you know, there's stuff to glean from the stats. Lancer, top damaging in the server on Scout. Probably tells you what he's performed for in his team.
There you go.
But yeah,
Dwo had 9 air shots, Silv 7, Elicor
yeah,
and Tobbs both had 4. You know, fun for the frag highlights. Always good to see. But that's really about all there is to say about these logs. I think it's probably time we start wrapping things up here.
yeah. I do believe so. That is it for this match tonight. I believe
Any
there's still one going on, but yeah.
any
Any
shout outs for you?
you go first because you're above me
Oh
on the mumble list because it's alphabetical.
no, 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 no. See, on the stream you're to the left, so you have to go
True.
first.
All right. Well, fair enough. I will say then. Um, Come back for more ETF2L games. They will be happening throughout the next few weeks, as you can imagine. Um, Also, look out for the Essentials Cups, the DreamHack Cups coming up in the coming months. There will be more info on those eventually, I'm sure. You know, Arch is here, so he can tell me whether or not that is something completely ridiculous I'm saying or not. There you go. There you have the graphic as well. So look out for these. There's the NA and the EU ones, respectively. And yeah, I mean that's gonna be it from us for the time being.
On my end, shout out to you, Surny, and Arch on production. Great to this is my first time casting with you, Surny.
Yeah,
It was a pleasure. Hope to do some more. Um, Go follow my Twitter. I tried to post a link to my Twitter because someone made a joke about a moment from a different cast, but it got deleted. It's at Godfather Casts, so go give that a follow. And if for some reason you like my burger voice and want to see more of me, I cast for RGL, and playoffs are coming up, so be sure to check those out. But yeah, that is it from us. This has been week 1 of ETF2L Season 38 Prem 6s. It was Goblin Clan versus Top 5 Rocket. Top 5 Rocket takes it 2 maps to nil. Have a good night.